It's your boy Whitscapone, back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons to having money. You get me? Let's get straight into it. So first off, you get me? First thing we're going to talk about is stability. I feel like stability is a pro in terms of having money, because like when you're stable, you have things like much more options. You're able to do what you want to do. You're able to invest in things like properties, invest in your family, like, yeah, man, just things like that, innit? You get me? Also, it gives you a level of security as well, to a certain degree. You know what I mean? I don't agree with that to a point, but at the same time, like, money does help in a lot of ways as well. It has its advantages and disadvantages at the same time. And also, it gives you more options. You get me? The more money you have, the more you're able to do what you want to do. That's just the reality, let's be real. You get me? And yeah, man, the cons to having money now is friends and family wanting to like know you all of a sudden because you have money. Do you know what I mean? And that shouldn't be the case. People should just fuck with you for you, rather than your assets and what you have to offer, if that makes sense. Yeah, man. Also, another disadvantage of having money as well is not even just your family members, but like random people in general. Let's say friends you haven't spoken to in years. All of a sudden, they want to know you. They wanna chat to you every day. They want to be around you, like things like that. Like, but when I didn't have money, or when you didn't have money, that was not the case. Do you know what I mean? They didn't want to be around you, always saying they're busy, rete. Because let's be real, people, if they really value you, they would always make time for you. Regardless, they will always make time for you. You get me? There's 24 hours in a day. You get me? If someone's making the excuse of, I couldn't chat to you because I was busy, yes, everybody has priorities. People are adults in this world. But at the same time, you can't use that as an excuse into why you can't check on people. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Going back to like the pros in terms of money, why it's a good thing to have. I would also say as well, like me, I want to have a lot of money because I want to like provide for my younger brothers. Not even just my younger brothers, but my mum. Because I feel like I owe my mum a lot. Do you know what I mean? I owe my mum the whole world. Like, literally, nobody understands when I say it, yeah. Even sometimes it's that deep, to the point where a lot of the times I don't sleep. I don't sleep in the evenings, because all I'm thinking about is changing my circumstances, my family's circumstances, most importantly. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not the sort of person that will sit around and settle for second best. I've never been that person. I've always strived for greatness. Do you know what I mean? When I see I got potential in something as well, I always go full throttle in it. I always give my 110%. Do you know what I mean? Because what's the point, yeah, of doing a craft if you're not going to put 110% into it? Do you know what I mean? You have to give it your all. You have to go for it. There's going to be moments as well where things are not booming like that, but you still have to put in your effort. Do you know what I mean? Don't just go and do something else because it's not working for you. No, you have to keep going. You have to keep going, no matter how like your channel's doing. Because some people with their YouTube channels, in life, but more so YouTube channels as well, not everybody gets to where they want to get to quickly. Sometimes it's a slow process. Do you know what I mean? So you can't rush the process. You can't rush greatness. Do you know what I mean? Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head down and do what you need to do at the end of the day. And another thing as well, why money can be a bad thing, because some people start to get greedy. Do you know what I mean? And then they start to look at working class people as less than them, because I've seen that happen so many times, in a sense where like I'm around certain people that got a significant amount of money, they got money, wealthy people, but then when they see people like I don't know, people that I chill around with, or like I hang around with, whatever you want to call it, they start moving snobbish. I don't like people like that. People, at the end of the day, people are people. Do you know what I mean? You can't treat anybody differently. We're all equal. We all bleed the same blood. Do you know what I mean? So there has to be respect for everybody, obviously within reason. You get me? If someone's respecting you, respect them. If they don't respect you, go your way. It's that simple. Like, do you know what I mean? No one's forcing you to, you get me, interact with them. But at the same time, it's like, you have to be nice to people, because you never know what someone's going through. This goes back to my anxiety video to a degree, yeah? You never know what someone's going through, so don't be like throwing shade at them for no reason. You never know what someone's contemplating on doing. You get me? Because when you go through anxiety and depression, all these things, I know it's off topic, but when you go through anxiety and depression, all these things, like, it tempts you to do stuff that you wouldn't normally think of doing yourself. You get me? But yeah, man, literally, another pro to having money, I believe anyway, is like, it makes you wanna, like, it makes you more, it makes you want to make more money, if that makes sense. Not in a way where you're being greedy, but in a way where it's like motivation. It's like motivational for you. It's like, nah, I'm gonna keep going, keep making more money, and also being financially stable. Essentially, for me, that's why I want to make money. That's the ultimate reason why I want to have money, to be financially stable, so I can put my kids in a position where they don't have to like they don't have to go through what I went through as a kid. I'm not saying I went through the worst, but at the same time, it wasn't great. So I want to make sure I put my kids in a position where they don't have to know what struggle is like that. At the same time, they need to work and get what they want to get for themselves as well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I just feel like with this subject here, it goes both ways, innit? There's a strong case in why having money is good, and also there's reasons into why money is bad. And also as well, I feel like there's a lot of things with money, yeah, that's very cliche. Like, for example, money's the root of all evil. No, it's not. As long as you don't let it get in between you, friendships, family, and whatnot, then you're good. You get me? Me, I know money comes and goes, innit? As much as I love money at the same time, I know money comes and goes. You're not always gonna have money. Do you know what I mean? But that's why, have you noticed, like, all the businessmen, the reason why they have money, and a lot of money too, is because they know how to maintain and save. You see, you start from somewhere. You always have to save to the point where you reach the top. You get me? We all start from somewhere. If you're not willing to save and you want to spend your money on stupidity, in fact, let me not do that. Not stupidity, because sometimes you may like things like trainers and all of that. But that goes back to what I say in a couple of my videos. It's all about sacrifice. Certain things, think of it this way. I may want it now, but in 5 years, I can use that money to do something else. You get me? It's all about having longevity and seeing the bigger picture to things. You get me? So, yeah, man. Because I remember as a teenager myself, yeah, I used to be like hella materialistic. Like, oh, I need to have the next Gucci belt. I need to have the next Roberto Cavalli t-shirt. I need to have the next Machino t-shirt so I can go to this rave. Rare tear. And all of this, yeah, was to impress other people. It wasn't for my own gain. It was just to impress others. Do you know what I mean? When really and truly, I should have been investing in myself. I'm not saying you can't go out and enjoy yourself when you go to parties and stuff, but at the same time, you need to have a balance. If you don't have a balance and you're going out every fucking weekend, how do you expect your life to change? You have to be willing to make things change. Do you know what I mean? If you don't want to make things change for yourself, then you can't complain about your situation. It's that simple. So, yeah, man, literally I thought, nah, I had to do a video on this one here and put my 2 cents into it. And yeah, man, just before you go, leave a like on this video, comment on this video, other content you would like to see on the channel and whatnot. And yeah, man, other than that, it's been your boy Whitscapone, and I'm out.